welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion, Houston Texans, and the champions of the NFC, the Chicago Bears. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's Great Sports Day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share it with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people had just even a couple weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead up, because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here. And I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State. First play of the game, first throw of the game. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Throwing to someone with his length, Mike, there's a lot of benefits. The catch radius, the ability to adjust to an off-target throw. But you have to also look at the other side of the coin there. For these defenses, those bigger, extended bodies, that's just a lot big target to go after and hit. So they're able to take advantage of it here. So I promise you, that receiver gets back into the huddle. He's telling his quarterback, hey, man, bring that ball down. I'm happy to go fight and compete for the ball, but you've got to protect me.
A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Texans first down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins.
Stroud's pass complete to Nico Collins. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Go run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In motion now, it's Collins. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
First down, Texans.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now, give to Marks, running right. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
And the tackle is made at about the 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Handoff here, and it's Marks. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
From the gun, here's Stroud. It is brought in the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Oh, not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. Number 1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again, and that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever, but here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs?
Off play action. Here's Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
On the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Another run here, another run by Swift.
Swift again, the ball carrier.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll put Loveland in motion. They'll go. It's Swift. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
4 yards.
They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Roll, Otunze. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown, Bears.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and good. And the Bears move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
The run straight ahead with Marks. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Now, Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. 11 yards on the connection there. First down for Houston.
First down, Houston.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up second and
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch, In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A second down throw for Stroud. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And now it's going to be third down. Throwing is Stroud. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, on fourth down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to take over for their second possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll go play action here with Williams. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target.
Third down,
and it'll be third down.
To go.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Chicago.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, it's the Bears off to the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7 as we are ready to get back underway. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. They'll put Loveland in motion. On 3rd down, it's Williams. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Houston offense is going to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Texans.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down. I'm up.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
He'll try to run for it with Marks. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide, nowhere to cut, take him down for a loss.
Here's Tommy Townsend now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
They'll put Loveland in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Bears 1st down.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
They will run it over center with Swift. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
On They'll give up the middle with Swift. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
He's got the hook up there to Odunze. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
18. That's another Bears.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Number 15, Rome Odunze. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's to Odunze again. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up first and goal.
Monungai is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bears will take a 14-6 lead.
14, Texans 6.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Stroud. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Stroud going to tuck this one on the zone read. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up third down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Houston. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Down at the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 43, it's second and 3. Now Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. That is incomplete, taking the shot there as we reach the 2-minute warning. Here's Torrey Taylor now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Texans offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the right side, and Kurt's got it. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That is caught. Finding Higgins.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
This one's going to be taken in by Collins. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Stroud to throw here on first down. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Stroud. Inside the 10, it is caught. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Now a signal, timeout called, 9 seconds left to play in this first half. From all the way back at the 14 now, 2nd down and goal. Here's Stroud. That one taken in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans move back to within 1.
Makes the score Bears 14, Texans 13.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
On 1st down, it's Swift, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was brought down by Kalen Bullock. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
They'll go again with Swift, and that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift. Room to run at the 35. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
27 yards.
That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike, and it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
They'll run with Monunga. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Kyle Monunga, touchdown Chicago. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bears extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13.
Texans 13.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. A return now from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. There's Nico Collins and his Texans teammates getting set for their next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Stroud. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Texans getting all set to punt.
For the Texans.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle.
Down by Kalen Bullock. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and short yardage. On the ground, it's Swift. And he's going to have a Bears 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Run now for Monunga. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 28-yard line.
There's 2 elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, When it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
On third down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears add on to their lead.
Texans 13.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here's Berrios on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. There's Nico Collins and his Texans teammates getting set for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On second down, Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it brings up third down.
3rd and 11. Stroud going to set up the throw, and that is incomplete.
Intended for Nick Chubb.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bears offense and running back Kyle Monangai heading back out for their next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. To the perimeter, he got Odunze on the out. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On first down, it's Stroud. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2 yards.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim. So there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
That one going to land a little too close to the goal line. Doesn't stop into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bears offense and running back Kyle Monangai heading back out for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Kamari and Lassiter there on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
2nd down and 8. They'll run. It's Swift. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Derek Stingley Jr. off the edge makes the tackle.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. Third and 5. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Bears send out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That one hits at the 10. No one there to stop it, though. Bounds into the end zone. It'll be a touchdown. Texans offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. play action. Stroud. He'll get this out to the left flat.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Jaden Higgins. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
First down, Texans.
Carry now for Marks. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play here in the big game. That goes for 58.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
Here's Stroud. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That one out wide for Marks. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Throwing from the pistol. Oh, they're running in a flash, and he lost the football. The Bears have it. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Bears. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Berrios on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Texans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll run straight ahead with Marks. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
Turnover on down.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. A quick slant, looked in by Moore.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Odunze. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
14 yards.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board. These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
On first down, it's Marks. And the defense signaling safety here, but the official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
Second and 10.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Once again, it's Marks. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with one first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs, keep this drive alive.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard
16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big game, and he picks up the first down.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll try again here, second and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A gain of 14.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. Here's Stroud. Looking downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 31 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
On second down, Stroud. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Texans are able to cut into the deficit.
Bears 31, Texans 20.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Give up the middle with Swift. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll put Loveland in motion. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will extend their lead.
34, Texans 20.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now it is C.J. Stroud and the Texans down on the scoreboard. 1:35 to go. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in the Super Bowl. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll look underneath here for Marks.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And this will be incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That is intercepted. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. Hugs on that sideline. One final kneel down, and that will put the bow on this championship season. It's been a long time since Super Bowl 20, but the Bears have finally done it. They are once again Super Bowl champions. So this, a well-deserved celebration down on the field. You know, Greg, it wasn't totally mistake-free, but about as solid a performance as you could hope to have on the big stage in the big game.
And to think about all the people that had their hand in this, Mike, of course we see on the field the players. Their ability to perform at such a high level goes without say. But then you think of the group around them, the coaching staff, their ability to game plan, and then the front office and the GM who put this roster together. Those are the efforts of a lot of people that went into this Super Bowl victory.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.